signaling. And then who would like for me to try and learn PZB and do one for that as well? Cool, nice. Cinematic camera. Just no trains there for the cinematic apart from us. Right, welcome driver. You'll be taking this Plymouth-bound passenger service as far as Newton Abbot. Allow passengers to board and wait for the signal to clear before departing. Where are we stopping? I hate it when they do that. Right, we are just bringing that up for a second. Right, we're stopping at Exeter, Starcross, Dawlish. Oh, we're stopping everywhere then. We're stopping everywhere. Right, shall we try with the hood or without the hood? Riviera, indeed. With or without the hood? With. Honk if you love trains. How do I bring that? I've forgotten how to bring the hood back up. Right, let's put her into drive. With winds, I'm afraid 2-1. Is that helicopter in this ruddy thing again? Constantly hearing a ruddy helicopter. I can never see it on this route. Is it me or is there a helicopter on this route? All passenger aboard, let's depart. I can hear a helicopter and I can never see that thing. Don't know, it's always to the left of me. I don't know. Let's get back on the train. If I use the minimal hood, why don't I use the controls as well? What do you mean? You mean clicking all of this lot down here? Because when I look down here to click it, I can't see the track. I wouldn't mind a rail driver. That would be the better way of doing it. You do, yep, what? Sprinter. TWS, Josh, no. And I don't have all the code as well, that like Matt does. So, and I don't know how to code like Matt does. So it's not going to be very good for me, I'm afraid. I love the colour of the sky. Right, let's coast in. Oh, use the in-cab controls. Yeah, they're a bit. They're a bit low for me. Not quite as easy to see. Well, what time are we due in? Now. So we're on time. Stop. Great, now I can't see the signal. And we lost a point. No. Will I get that point back? That's the question. Go and ask him. He's already said that he can't release it. That's the thing. The train sim. DTG won't let him, apparently. Yeah, won't let him. Stick your head out the window. Just don't do what Scotsman did and damage any signs. TWS Josh. I'm sorry, but I don't agree with you there. He wants money for it because he's put a lot of time and effort into it. And when people put time and effort into things, they deserve to be paid for them. It's called work. It's how economy works. He does have a family to support, and that time that he puts into writing the codes, he takes from his family time. If you have AP, Pax Rail Driver doesn't work. Otherwise, very helpful from what you hear. Only issue is you can only buy them in dollars. Fair point. What do I think on freeware? The same thing that I think when I put a scenario up to workshop. I have volunteered to put that scenario up. So I have volunteered my work freely. Actually, I want to be able to do some paid scenario packs, whereby I write a scenario pack and sell it, because it takes a lot of time and a lot of work. And actually, people demanding freeware takes that away, because people then don't want to pay for it. Why should they when they think they can get it for free? I think it's basically because Exeter's an airport, so they decided to put out. Oh, okay. In the vicinity. That's quite useful, CK. Thank you. I didn't know that. That's true as well, Scotsman. They need to notch it. No, TWS Josh, I wouldn't. I like a lot of the paid DLC. And I do like to pay people for their time. How about being a scenario tester? What do you mean, Train Sim? And how do you get to do it? Right, we're almost up to the 100. We've got 4 miles to Starcross. Believe we're coming through Exmouth. No, Exminster now. Yes, we are. Used to be here. If someone puts a lot of hard work into something, then I think it's reasonable to ask people to pay for it. It's then the customer's choice to buy it if they want. Yep. The people who make the payware don't lose anything from people choosing not to buy things. Indeed, Sprinter. Well, even so, even if I had a piece of freeware DLC, if I thought it good enough and it was obvious that somebody put enough time into it, then I would be willing to pay back for that money. It's how the subscription thing on Twitch works. And I'm that kind of guy that if you do me something that's a favour and I like it, then I will put that back in for you. Right, Morpeth for the 75. The train sim. I think they actually have a team on site that do that. And actually, when I believe when they build them, Ed might correct this if he's still here. But when they build them, they're built by a team anyway. Within, so like they'll build a loco, and then each one in the team will do a scenario, and then they'll test them. So these are freeware most of the time. They require payware add-ons. Indeed. Let's say that yeah, we've read that. You might apply. You might apply for what? You thought they left it up to the streamers and the players? I really don't know, Train Sim. I don't know enough about the gaming industry, I'm afraid. I just do it occasionally. I feel as though I'm out of centre. There we go. Right, braking for Starcross. Don't know whether there's an indicator to brake or not. I don't care. We're braking. Oh, to sit in a chair, drink tea and test trains. Yeah, it's certainly good to apply for it. It's a lovely idea. Right, how are we doing for time? We're running late. Possibly because I was braking too early and too hard. There is a lot more to testing than meets the eye. So for example, if you do test, and let's say you find a fault, you have to be able to tell them where the fault is, how many times you have the fault. Stop! Good. Let the doors on. Now what does that sign say? I can't tell. Let's stick my head out and see if we can read it. HST 2 and 7. Well, we've got 5, so no, we've got 6. So let's now see if there is a 6-car marker there. 4. And that is at the 4-car place, so I'm taking it. Right, time to go. Next stop, Dawlish Warren. And we need to get out of here quick because we're running late. They do provide some large streamers with review copies of free stuff. You know, QWERTY Afri as a partnership is allowed to some content for free to make a video. That's what I'd like. But I was thinking of not only using DTG, I was thinking about approaching people like Just Trains and Steam Sound Supreme. And saying, you know, if I'll run your stuff on my stream so many times a month for a certain amount. Yep. And you've got to be prepared to note them, know what's wrong, test how many times they go wrong. It's not just a case of, oh, let me run this scenario, yes, that ran fine. No, they'll expect you to write what happens when you run 2 minutes late. What happens when you run 3 minutes early? Can you run 3 minutes early? Squirrel is, yeah, I know Squirrel is as well. It's a nice idea, Train Sim guy. Oh, I missed the whistleboard for that one. Oops. I've just killed people. Ha ha. No, it was clear. Right, flasher. Are we so late that we're losing points now? Oh, I'm using the wrong control. We're gonna lose massive points. Oh dear, everybody wave goodbye to the points. There was me hoping for a glod. No, they've all gone. I was doing really well till that. Yeah, as far as hold on, let me stop at the station, then I can read. Tedious job most companies because that's essentially being closed from anyone else to look at every nook and cranny of a game. See if everything works fine. They also need to do the unexpected, which is where I am good. Like jump off a loco when it's in motion. At least you know your 997 score is safe. Indeed. Right, let's go. Next stop, Dawlish, platform 1. And actually, as far as streamers go, I am very small. I like the size of our community, and it would be nice if it could grow, but we're at a size whereby I'm happy with it. But in the grand scheme of things, our community is very, very small. You think Tia is a bit limited, no main station? Hey Fab Diva, welcome. What do you mean by that? What do you mean no main station? Would be nice to see the upper station modelled at Leipzig. I can imagine a lot of it staying quite limited, to be honest with you. Oh, okay. You mean like no Paddington Station kind of thing? To use the GWE equivalent. Indeed, Train Sim. I mean, even if we look at regular viewers, Matt easily does triple what I do. In fact, no, he does a lot more than that for regulars. And and Matt's not big. And then you look at somebody like Squirrel, who can easily have 1,000 people watching his stream at a time. And yeah. And then there's us, which is great. Nice little community. Be nice to explore and allow for future expansions if they added the main platforms. It's like some of them have done with St. Pancras and that, though. Right, let's open the doors. For GWE, think post-Crossrail, where the train is forced to use... Oh, okay. Without being able to get up to the main ones. Matt gets about 80 to 100, so yeah, that's easily 4 to 5 times what I can get. Okay, maybe 3 times. if I'm having a good day. If I'm having a good day, I'll hit 30. But mainly it's the 20 of us just all enjoying the trains. So then you compare that to Squirrel. Indeed, the train sim. That's why I say, even though, we look at ourselves and this is a small stream, I'm not saying that it's a bad thing because it's a small stream, because I do like our size and I do like the community that we have. It's a fantastic little community that we've got, and I thank you guys. Well, every time I stream, because without you guys, it wouldn't happen. Right, we really woohoo. I agree, InstaSim. I fully agree. Do we not have a guard on board? He can't insta-sim. A number of times I've gone over and I've said hi, and I've said hi, and I've said how are you? Hi Squirrel, how are you? And just I've been lost in the noise because he looks for the people that he knows. I've even been over and hosted and straight from a stream and nothing, not even a thank you for the host. So I'm obviously not big enough for him to recognise. There we go, thank you very much. The train sim, that's where I would like to get. I'd love to do it full time. But on the same breath, I'd love to drive steam trains, so you can't get both. Would you get paid for how many views or how many subs? You get paid through the subs, I think. I don't know how it would work with a partnership deal, but I know they are interested in how many people watch. Why have I slowed down? Also think RT needs, it'd be nice to have a skyline, even if low res. Oh, okay. I've not played it yet, Fab. I don't have it. I didn't get it. TWS Josh says he's the guard. Well, why aren't you using your buzzer, Josh? So does Chewy. He does live at home still. Okay. I don't know who Chewy is, I'm afraid. A partner you get from the pre-roll ads as well. I don't like trusting ads, to be honest with you. This is the thing that I have with YouTube at the moment. Because when I started, I had a load of people watch and they all had ad blocker. You're drinking tea, nice. Even at affiliate, you get 50% of each subscription. You still get it. Chewy is an FS streamer. He gets 400 people per stream and has 800 subs. Oh. Gosh, I wouldn't mind 800 subs. I could live on that. Only just, but I could live on that. Right, we're just coming into Teignmouth now. Teignmouth. as the locals apparently call it. Teignmouth. We're coming into Teignmouth. I think it's a penny per ad. Might be 0.1. Ad revenue is never good. No, we don't want emergencies. Get out of emergencies. We'll stop. Don't worry. And Scotsman's not here to Ralph us. Ha 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 ha. TWS Josh opens the doors. You can't. We're still moving. There we go. Captain gets alright money then. What do you mean I get alright money? Do you know how many subs I've got, Train Sim Guy? No, not Tidmouth, Teignmouth. On the streams you watch called Zem has about 5 to 600. He gets about 1 to 200 views per stream. YouTube is £1 to £5 per 100 views, yeah. But they really kind of... It really annoyed me when they dropped the monetization and said you need a certain amount of views first. Buzz buzz. It's worth doing it though. Money towards the equipment for streamers. Yeah, I'm on something similar InstaSim. And I'm counting down now until I can hit the monetize button again. You hit 10k a month later, you're still waiting for approval. Okay, that's not fair. How many subs have I got or even viewers? We average 20 viewers. We've got 11 at the moment. And I have 9 subscribers. 9 subs. Thank you very much to all of the subs, guys. I was approved before and I have to redo it. Which is why it's annoyed me so much. What's that? Sander. Let's get some sand down. Let's put some more sand down. Shh, it's ruining the rails. Might not be approved, but you're still partnered with a network. TWS Josh radios the driver and asks him to honk the horn. The driver says no, since they're within driving regulations, you're only allowed to use it at certain times. If you follow a channel, nope, that just means that you get notifications when we come live. It does mean that you then watch, and so the viewer count goes up. And because I'm only affiliate, I don't get anything from the adverts that you watch. So yeah, a follow is just a follow. You're just a follower. TWS goes on his ticket inspection. Tickets, please. Tickets, please. Can help with paid partnerships from third parties. Fab Diva, do you have any ideas to what paid partnerships from third parties are / how to get them? Morpeth for the 60, which means that we're breaking the speed limit. Fab Diva, you made sure to check the contract and everything before partnering. So far you've been pretty much fine, but YouTube have changed a lot of rules regarding networks quite recently. That's the other thing, is I then have to declare that I'm being paid on YouTube for certain content and... Sponsorship endorsements. Okay, I don't know how that works. Fab Diva, you have my... You can DM me on Discord, can't you, because of Matt's channel? If so, would you mind sending me a DM, please? As to what it is and how to do it and how to get them and how to pick them and how to approach them and all the kind of ins and outs that you do know. I know that you might not know a lot, but I don't know anything at all at the moment. You legally have to declare it anyway. No, I mean with YouTube. YouTube has a section whereby if you're being paid to make content, is different to if you're making it for free. I know I have to declare it anyway. I have to declare the 2p tip that somebody gave me. That was... nobody's actually given me a 2p tip. I was exaggerating a little bit, but kind of made the point. You know very little. Oh, okay. You hated being a conductor when training for a driver, dealing with the drunks and people who don't have tickets, who say that they put it in their girlfriend's bag or in the pocket and can't find it, only getting paid for... yeah. Right, this is us at Newton Abbot, coming in to stop. You have to declare paid promotions or if your content uses a paid... yeah, that's correct. On YouTube. Right, this is the end. The last one. Everybody, get off my train. Get off my train! I know this train's supposed to continue to Penzance, but it's really not going to. Right, well done driver. Before this service departs for Plymouth, let's see how you did so far. 737, that's not bad. Bronze, that's not bad at all. Right.